everyone. So today we will be solving a Leetcode problem, that is longest substring without repeating characters. So we will be solving this using sliding window technique. And in this technique help of we would be taking help of two pointers. One would be left and another one would be right. So both our left and right pointers will start from the same point, but our left will keep track of the point from where our substring will start. That won't be having any repeating characters. And our right will be basically iterating through the whole string, like having each character, and it will be iterating through the whole string. So first let's write our algorithm and then dry run through that to see how it would work. So first we would be having a hash map where we will be keeping the count of the characters that are present. Like we will be having the index, so we would come to know that if we have already had that character and it is not being repeated. And we will be having our left at 0, and we will be having a length where we will be keeping the count of our substring. Now we would start our for loop. So for r in range of length of s, like we will be iterating through the whole string, we will be having our char as s of r, like we will be having each character in our char. Then we will check if our char is in our hash map and our like hash map, like that character in the hash map is having an index greater than equals to L. So here we will check if we have already encountered that character before. And if we would have, then of course we would have to move our left pointer, because our left pointer would be the starting point of our substring. So we will be moving our left pointer after that index, like whatever index we would be having our repeating character, because we want a substring without repeating characters. Else what we will be having is we will be checking our length. So our length would be the maximum of right minus left plus 1. So like whatever index we would have traversed through, and as we are just updating length when we are seeing a character that is already present, so that would be right minus left plus 1. And we would be updating the index of our character in our hash map. And in the end we would be returning the length when we would have iterated the whole string. So this is the algorithm. Now let's do the dry run for this example and see how it is going to work. We would be having char, we would be having length, and we will be having our hash map for the character where we will be keeping the index positions. So now let's begin. So at first our right and left indexes are at 0. So our first character would be P. Our length would be like first we will check our if condition. If P is present in our hash map, it is not. So we will go on to the else part where we check the length of the substring. So what we will do between our length and uh, right minus left plus 1. So our right minus left plus 1 would be 1 and our length is 0. So we will have 1 here. Now we will come here and we will add P to our hash map with the index of 0. So we have the index. Now we will move on to next iteration. So our R would now be 1. As our R is 1, our character would be different now. So we have iterated through P. Now our character is W. we will check if our character is present in the hash map. Our character is not present in the hash map, so we will move on to the else part, and we will have our w, which would be the index of with the index of 1. So now our w is also done. We will be having our index as 2, and our character would be again w. So we are now here. Now we will check if our character is present in scene. Like if our character is present in the hash map, and the index of that character should be greater than equal to the left index, and this condition will make us know if we have already encountered w. So here when we see that our character is already present in the hash map and the index is 1, which is of course bigger than the left index, so we know that we have already encountered this character and it's a repetition. So what we will do is we will enter our if condition and we will be updating our left index. So our left index will now begin at this character's index plus 1. So we have got 1 here. So we will be doing like we have got 1 here. So what we will be doing is plus 1, that would be 2. So our right is 2, our left is 2, and we have got w. Now what we will do is we will update the index of w and we will update it to r, which would be 2. Now we will change our r and our r will right now be 3. As we move forward, now we are getting k. So as we have gotten k, we will check if k is already present in the hash map. It is not present, so we will come to the length part. So in the length part, what we will do is we will check our length. So our length is 1. Our right minus left would be 3 minus 2. That would be 1 plus 1, that is 2. So we have got 2 here. Now what we will do is we will come to this part and we will be updating our k's index, which would be 3. Now we will do our next iteration. Our r will be 4. This one would be e. Now we will check if our character e is already present in the hash map. It is not present, so we will move to the else part and we will check the length. So between the maximum, so our length is 2 and our right minus left, that would be 4 minus 2, that would be 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Now our length would be 3. And in here we will be updating our, like we will be inserting our e with the index of 4. So we have traversed this one. Now this is done, this is done, this is done. Now we have encountered another w. Now we have encountered another w. So our r would be right now 5. Our character would be w, and we would check this condition if our character is present in the hash map. So our character is present in the hash map as we have seen here, and our character index is greater than or equal to L. So if you would see here our character index of W, so let me use red. If we see here the character of the index of our character W, so it is 2. Our left is 2. So even though it is not greater, it is equal to. So we will enter this condition, and in this condition what we will do is we will update our L. So now our L would be this 2 plus 1. So it would be 3. We would be updating our left index. After that, we would come here and we would be updating our W. So our W would right now have index of 5, which is the right index, like which is the index of our right pointer. But our like now when we try to update our r would right now be 6. So If we see our string has already completed, so the loop won't move forward, and we will come here where we will be returning our length. So our length is 3, so we will be returning 3.